Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. The mic looks good. Okay, let me turn off the intro music. Let me turn on actual background music then. Let me boost this. Boot up. Okay. We are done with the intro music. Let me introduce actual background music. And, okay. Everything seems good. Let's go live. Okay, we are live. The camera is a bit weird where I am, but that's okay. I am building another Gunpla, of course. Because
Me too.
I like Gunpla. Oh, nice. What you building, Comet?
The Origin RX7801 full.
Oh yeah, Chinggis. I forgot to show you something
okay.
for the stream, so I'm gonna show him now because it's a little bit advertising for this Wednesday when we're gonna record.
Yeah,
Oh
full
yes,
scale
that's right. That's right.
Gundam RX78.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
That's their one full scale development type.
Ah, okay. Let's see here. Ooh, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
yep, I got both Volume 1 and Volume 2, so
Nice.
yes, and I even found out what prices they are at, so I will just provide the links for where to get them. So that's gonna be good. So, yeah, I especially since apparently this is a book club episode for most of you.
We're four of us, and then the two of us here don't have anything book-wise. But that's okay.
That doesn't stop me from trying to read Adult Swim.
You're gonna read Adult Swim?
I'll figure it out somehow.
The great scholar Xenonick, his alien race has discovered a way to convert electronic impulses in form of videos into readable text.
And so, what the Aqua Teen Hunger Force didn't notice was what headphones fell off. What the Aqua Teen Hunger Force didn't notice was that their newly created dog whispered, "Tonight, you." Carl, taken slightly aback, was Carl's taking it back slightly by the fact that you talked, but brush it off by off of the left.
I love it that Jenkins is dying. We need to resuscitate him. All right, clear. Rubbing again. Get ready. Clear.
Nick. I am so glad. So Serena's here in the chat. I got a button just for that.
What button was that?
They respected me for saying
It was the Family Guy one, you know, where Peter goes into the inner city and yells the N-word, and he comes back with the crown and the robe king of the black people. They respected me for saying it. Okay. Alright, so that's enough dilly-dallying. We're gonna actually try to be on point tonight. Emphasis on try. So, let me just make sure everything
we're not talking about Transformers, okay?
Yeah, which really does kind of hurt me that no one seems to enjoy the Transformers episode, at least analysis-wise on the analytics. Which means there is a problem with this culture. There's a problem. People don't like Transformers.
Serious problem.
So,
or the problem with our brevity.
No, I think it's a culture problem. People don't like Transformers, and that needs to change.
That needs to change.
That needs to change. People should like Transformers. I don't care if Hasbro hates us.
Alright, hey.
Alright.
Speaking of company hating us.
Yeah, speaking of company hating us, so does Bandai. Apparently premium Bandai is a thing, and that is fucking bullshit. I'm not paying an extra $40 for a repaint of a Masterpiece, Bandai. Jesus Christ.
I wasn't even talking about Bandai. I was talking about my selection. Because I'm going first.
The company hates you? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know what company published this game?
No.
EA!
That explains everything. Okay, so with that said, we can now go to Ninjato's topic.
Yeah,
okay. You're
so
talking
recently...
about Titanfall 2, a great game made by a shitty company.
Well, published by a shitty company. But anyway, so I got an Xbox One hooked up finally, and there was a game that I really wanted to get back to. I would really want to get back to this game for a while. I just decided to spend all day just play through the campaign again because I really enjoyed it, and plus I wanted to see after like.
Oh no! Ninjato! No!
I legitimately thought that was just me for a second.
No. Ninjato, no! Oh god, EA's onto us. Look, EA, it's not our fault that you're a terrible company. Oh. Ninjato, can you hear us? Are you
return to us? My son.
Finally, I got it working.
Oh, good. We thought EA got to you.
They sent some Titans. Those freaking North Stars. The freaking North Star. Okay, but anyway, I hate the North Star units in this game. The Titans, they're uber. I hate them. I hate them with a burning passion.
Alright.
But anyway, so I've been exploring Mecha because it's fun, and I decided to go back to this to see how it compares to the others, and also I remembered really enjoying the campaign, and I thought, does it hold up, right? Get second playthrough, right? There are some games that you enjoyed the first time, but then when you get back to them, it's like, oh, this is not good. There are some problems. Well, I am happy to announce that Titanfall 2 holds up well. In my opinion, Titanfall 2 is the best first shooter campaign I have seen in a video game.
That's quite a statement there. Explain.
And like I enjoy other campaigns. I enjoy playing Doom, Halo, all the Halo. Gears of War is in another category for third-person shooters. For third-person Gears of War. So, what's the basic premise? So, the basic premise, you're immediately sent into interesting world building with very few that has been given to you. Essentially, humanity has explores the stars, and you're in frontier space. It's what's called the frontier. This is where the whole game takes place at. And what's going on, it's the local militias of this frontier space fighting off the forces of mega corporations who have hired mercenaries to try to take over the frontier. And
corporations.
Yes, so as opposed to most space opera-esque stories, it's not Earth screwing up or not like some space entity. It's literally a corporation.
But is the corporation gonna start a war and drop a colony?
Well, they nearly tried. They tried to do something very similar.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, that's actually the plot of Titanfall 2. Because so Titanfall 2 takes place. You play as a rifleman. In this world, you got the regular Joes, and then you got this special group of soldiers called pilots to drive, of course, the giant robots. And so you play as a rifleman who is being trained by a pilot. It's technically not legal, but whatever. You're being trained by them because this Pio sees potential in you. You're going into this planet for like a classic campaign. The Pios are assigned a special mission that you find out later, because what happens once you crash land after going through the forces, your mentor figure gets killed, and he gives you his helmet and his Titan, which is BT. So the main character is named Cooper, and he's played by Matt Mercer. I don't remember who plays T, but excellent chemistry. Like, that's the core of the, in terms of narrative, is that the relationship you get to develop with Cooper and BT. There are times where you could do optional dialogue choices when BT updates you on the mission, so you could do Cooper's response. Sometimes you could have two responses to have like a good interaction.
Najado.
Yes.
You say you don't know who plays BT in Titanfall?
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. One shall stand. One shall fall.
No, stop. Just give me the... Stop hinting. I need the actor.
Is it Gary Chalk?
No,
it's not Gary.
Neil Kaplan?
G1! Peter!
No!
Here, well, here, Colin. Here, Colin?
Wait, what?
Wait, scratch. Oh.
Wait.
Yeah,
okay.
not BT. BT is
hold
not
on.
Peter Cullen. I would know that.
Hold
no,
on.
he is not.
I'm looking
He
up
sounds very similar.
I'm looking up the cast. I'm looking at
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone told me. I looked it up one.
Glenn Steinbaum. Okay,
Oh.
the cast. Jack Cooper's Matthew Mercer. BT is Glenn Steinbaum. What has he been in? You continue with your subject. I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
He wasn't in Titanfall 2, Peter Cullen.
Yeah.
Oh.
But so essentially, you are stuck on the planet with just you and BT for a while, looking for survivors and also accomplishing the previous mission, which turns out that the evil mega corporation is experimenting with this ancient alien technology that essentially does timey-wimey, screwy things that, left unstable, could blow up a planet.
Awesome.
And guess what they're planning to do?
Blow up a planet.
Yes, exactly. So the whole planet. So their whole plan was to blow up the whole planet and the militia. So, and meanwhile, the mercenaries that killed your mentor are basically the bosses that you're encountering them, and they have like some decent personality stuff. But in terms of story, it's a simple story. It's well done. It's like the best type, where it's like a well done story, very tight but very simple at the same time. It doesn't care about complexities at all. But
so the true star of the game is the character interactions.
That's like the start of the game and the level design. So Titanfall 2's gameplay is made by the game was developed by Respawn Entertainment, which was they were originally by developers who worked on the Call of Duty games from the most well known is from the Modern Warfare era. So from COD 4 and then up until Black Ops 1, I think. So like the ones that were very acclaimed to Call of Duty at that time.
So
and
quite a track record.
Yes, and so they kind of have like good Twitch-based gun gameplay with weapons that are usually automatic. So it's not like a one shot you have to reload and like one shot and pump or anything like that. It's all about like Twitch reflex. But they decided to experiment with that by giving you way more mobility. For one, there was this game that tried to do this called Brink. This was an old multiplayer game from the Xbox 360 days. It didn't go anywhere.
Oh.
But it had this car parkour element, and this is this game. This game has parkour as part of. Yeah, so you can like jump on walls, doing double jumps with your little jump pack, and allowing you to like maneuver the levels in a fun way. You can slide down that I rarely use myself, but you can, and you're always running. So it's like that aspect of Doom, of like the new Doom games where you're always moving around shooting. You're just doing that now with more control, more precision, as opposed to you're moving around shooting big guns in there.
Well, I mean, you're not exactly playing the Doom guy where he can get away with that because he just rips and tears.
Though if you do have you can heal. It has like the shooter where you only get the red zone if you get shot much. If you get into cover, you'll heal mechanic. So but then the biggest star is again the level design. So this is a game where while the controls remain the same, the scenarios you're thrown in constantly changes. Like, so you got like the first level, like you got your prologue level and then your first level, where the prologue level is like a simple Call of Duty style mission, where like you're on a foot soldier, you're taking cover, you're shooting it down, going forward. Then you got your first mission when you have the jump pack and all that stuff. You're getting used to it. You're getting used to the mobility and the options you're exploring. And then there's a mission where you're mostly on the Titan all the time. So you're all fighting. You're fighting other Titans, killing off a bunch of dudes. But then you get to a point where you get to about the time bomb thing, where in order to explore it, you get a device that gives you that can send you back in time to a certain point, but also you can click it again to go back to the present. So what happens is that you're using it not only to move, but even enemy encounters. So like the enemies are acting like, who is this intruder suddenly invading our territory? But it was like, so you're going like you're encountering the local wildlife of the planet, or you're encountering other soldiers, and you're constantly switching. And it's so cool. The way they integrate it is so fantastic. And then, like, second to last level, you're fighting on like ships on a chase sequence of like big fleet chasing this one ship carrying, the MacGuffin bomb, and your character is literally going onto one ship, fighting through one ship, going into another one.
Interesting. I'm gonna be a little autistic here. Is there any? You say you brought in time travel. Does that have any effects that we should be worried about?
They kept it simple.
They kept it simple. Okay, so you're not gonna get anything too crazy. Like, okay,
In fact, the time travel aspect actually was kind of integrated well with like the point. Like, essentially, the main MacGuffin was a time bomb that does like weird times, but ends up like the end result is an explosion that could wipe out an entire planet. There was a guy who was sent in there to investigate it, and he had this device to switch forward and back so that he could go, because it was destroyed, then he could go back to see in undestroyed state to understand what's happening, and then stuff happens that ends up him dying by kind of facing into a wall in the present. And so you had to get his device, and you're doing it, and then at the end of that segment, you have to prevent the explosion from happening in a certain way, which ends up destroying your device.
Okay. Continue.
Yeah, but if like that's what I got. And then of course, the are giant robots. Yeah, they're good. I love those designs. It's like a good balance between like the BattleTech style mechs, where it's like all about being giant tanks, but also give enough maneuverability. That one for like giant robots.
Okay, that's always good to hear.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's kind of sad that this game didn't get popular, because what happened is that in the first game had no campaign. And there was some error. There was stuff. Of course, there was some launch issues. It wasn't like apparently wasn't well thought through. It was like response.
It was also an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, that.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, and then this game, what happened was they decided to release it next to Battlefield 1, I think.
It was sandwiched between Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Yes, because EA, in their infinite wisdom, think that was a good idea.
Oh god.
I think it was intentional sabotage on their part.
Fuck EA.
'Cause they bought the studio out after Titanfall 2, so I think they sabotaged them.
Oh fuck EA. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, fuck EA. That's shitty business right there.
No.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Luckily for the company, the next game they worked on was Jedi Fallen Order. So
I've heard
it's
good
not,
things about that game.
Yeah, and I played it, and it's good. I didn't finish it. It's next time if I'm gonna play it again, I'm probably gonna set it on easy because it's a little bit difficult and a little bit too.
Are you gonna put it on game journalist mode?
No, just like easy.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna you're not gonna be the game journalist that goes, there's no easy mode. This game is bad.
Well, I think video games in general, like if possible, should have an easy mode, but it's not like super easy modes.
I think
because
games. I don't care if it has an easy mode or not. I think it's just stupid to demand an easy mode and then complain about it if a game doesn't have it. That's just what I'm saying. So
yeah, that could be a topic for another time. And Titanfall 2 does not do it. I would say that the difficulty is good. It's not as frustrating as I've been experiencing recently with like Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm like, there's very little frustration with it, except involving North Stars. I hate that Titan. It's a Titan that is a sniper Titan, and I like to play a class. And and there's a class in this game called Ronin. Guess what they have?
A sword?
Yes, a sword. The coolest way to use your mech. Instead, no, these guys can fly, shoot you with a sniper rifle, but worse, tether you to the ground so you can't move so they can snipe at you, or let their buddies take you out by firing all their firepower on you.
Well, that.
But other than that, it's a great game, and I haven't played much in the multiplayer, but even the single player for me is just worth any price. Up to 60, I will say.
Okay. All right, that sounds reasonable enough. Also, the voice, since I went down this rabbit hole, the voice actor for BT, Glenn Steinbaum, he actually has very few roles. He was BT in Titanfall 2. He was I don't know, some villain named Vector in that shitty Avengers Assemble TV show. And then he was Chameleon and some other character in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game. But that's it.
Yeah, I did a little thing at well.
That's a shame. He did a very good voice acting.
Also, side note, there was a time where someone actually put Peter Cullen on the wiki page, and everybody thought BT was voiced by Peter Cullen, but it got quickly fixed afterwards.
Yeah, because I don't think... I mean, because if Peter Cullen was in that game, Well, shit, I guess I'm gonna have to save up to get an Xbox then, cause...
Oh,
Yeah.
and
They
for
might-
those who... one last word.
Hmm.
The story concludes. There is an ending to the story. At least for the main story of the game, the main plot. There is a hint of, like, a sequel. Like, a little hint, Easter egg, that could become a sequel. But overall, the story is self-contained. You don't have to worry about sequel baiting as much. Essentially, it had a conclusion, and it was a good conclusion, and it was open for sequels.
Okay. That's nice to hear. That's something people don't really do often nowadays. They always, okay, we're gonna plan for the next sequel. Well, you know, it's you could hint for a sequel, but it's never a guarantee.
Rosie!
Well, so yeah, that sounds like a cool game. Check out Titanfall 2. I am a little sad that Peter Cullen was not in it, because guess what? Peter Cullen was in this movie. I'm sorry, in this game. I'm sorry, what? Peter Cullen? Yeah, Peter Cullen. Why didn't you fucking tell me it was Peter Cullen? But that's just me. So okay. So with our gaming topic out of the way, we can now move to our reading sections of the day. And apparently all our viewers left the minute we mentioned mecha, because again, that shows there is a problem with this culture, that people do not like mecha, and that needs to be changed. I'm making a call-out post right here. I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com.
Like Twitter.com. Charlie the Hedgehog, you got a bitch. You got a small dick. Size of this one that's way smaller. Or, here's what my dick looks like.
Look at that. All points.
That's
No
all
quills.
points,
No
no
pills.
quills.
Look at it. It's like two
Those
balls in a bong.
balls in a bong.
The only time they care about mecha when it involves terrible waifus.
Well, again, that just shows there's a problem with this culture.
Yes, I get to bat. That was an Eva and Crosshand match. Boom!
Oh, we got one viewer back.